Content works 24/7. Cold calls, on the other hand, they don't. Let me prove it to you. See, when I started out, I was like every other new agent, making cold calls, doing open houses, chasing every single lead that would come through my phone in hopes to end up building my business. But it burned me out. It got old really fast. Then I saw agents were building their business through content. So instead of cold calling hundreds of people every single day, their videos were doing the work for them even while they slept. What's up, guys? Anthony Esposito with eXp Realty. And if this resonates to you and it feels like the same old song and dance, I'd love to be able to help you out like I have many others who are joining me over at eXp with the Wolfpack. And you can book a call with me. Go in the description below. I got the link down there. It's 30-minute. Quick little call. It's no hassle, no sales pitch. I will just explain exactly what eXp has to offer to you and what myself and the Wolfpack has to offer to you to see if you want to grow your business the way that modern agents are doing it, where the content, it's doing the prospecting for us. You might think to yourself, like, how exactly does content work 24/7 if you haven't really dove into everything about the social media platforms, especially YouTube. The long form, that's the best evergreen content that you could end up recording. So you post a video. If you want to do blogs, you post a blog, or updating your market reports, because those are huge, especially if you're looking for seller leads. That stuff lives forever, especially YouTube. It's evergreen content. It does not go away unless you get rid of it. And I will advise you, do not get rid of anything that you put on YouTube or, any social media platform, but especially YouTube, because it'll actually hurt you. I got videos that I posted from last year for YouTube. I'm still getting comments and interactions on them, so my impressions are still out there. I'm still getting leads from them where people are reaching out to me. And this is stuff that I posted over a year ago. It's working around the clock for me. I do not have to do anything else. I invested my time into it, which for me to sit there and film, edit, make the thumbnail, we'll just call it 3 hours of video. So basically, that time frame that you're prospecting for a couple hundred people, if you do 3 hours in a day, I'm doing 3 hours to do this video, and it's prospecting for me 365 days a year. That's a pretty good trade-off if you ask me. Now, don't get me wrong. Cold calling works. Door knocking works. Open houses, they work. Everything works. But I will tell you, in 2025 and even in the past several years, people are going online first and foremost. They're seeing what is out there online, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you name it. If they're going to look at a house, they're going to Zillow, Realtor, one of the many other great sites before they ever even speak to an agent. Now, the catch is if you're posting publicly, that outreach, you're getting your face out there. You're getting your brand out there. And yes, it is going to take longer. If you cold call somebody, that's the quickest way to get business. If you start cold calling, whether it be expires, FSBOs, you name it, farming, whatever it is going to generate leads faster. However, the moment that you stop, those leads stop coming in. Where the content doing social media, it usually takes at least a year. And then there are instances where, depending on what your niche is, depending on what you're hitting, what market you're in, that can vary in different ways. So YouTube, for instance, it's typically around 12 months before you receive your first lead. I got mine in the first 6 weeks of doing so. So it can vary all around. You just never know when it's going to come. But the thing is, Consistency is key. So you have to remain consistent. And don't try to attack Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok all at one time. Pick one, master it, and then move on to another one. Master it, and then move on to another one. Because my sponsor, my number one mentor that I have, he taught me something that I will never forget of a saying, and it's a jack of all trades is a master of none. Now, one of the things that I want you to remember as well is, if you're not creating content, you're invisible in this day and age. Nobody's going to know you. Nobody's going to learn to like you. Nobody's going to learn to trust you. And those are the 3 things that you need in order for someone to do business with you. And when you're posting this stuff, when you decide to start doing more video content and more, just regular posts, maybe carousels that you're doing, it depends on the platform that you're choosing, you need to stick to it. Again, it's going to take a year before you see anything. So consistency is key. Posting at the right time, posting the right content that's valuable. And you do need to post about your interests, your hobbies, what you are involved with. It can't just be all, I sold this or I did this, I'm showing this house. It cannot be all real estate. You got to let people get to know you, get to like you, get to trust you. Now, for my business, my big platform that I use, you're watching it right now, is on YouTube. I use it to answer any questions that buyers or sellers may have without them even asking me for that, because they're searching it. You got to go through and create local content. This is hyper local. Don't think that you're going to end up being some big time, you're going to have hundreds of thousands, if not 1 million subscribers. That's not going to happen. It's very rare that happens to anybody. It's not going to happen with us because you want it to be hyper local for your business. So all my stuff is related to Cleveland. Sometimes I do a general kind of broad video on a topic. If it's something that happened with mortgage rates or, along that line. However, I always gear it towards Northeast Ohio because that is my market. And I make sure I'm doing videos that are related to my niches, my specialties of what I end up doing. And, this way, when you do all this stuff, when someone's ready to act, they're already the agent. You're already the agent that they know. So they already know me. They're already going to know you. They're going to feel like they've known you for the longest time. And I've had it happen every single time when I get these leads. It's like we meet in person and they already know what to expect. They know how I'm going to act, react. Authenticity is the number one key when you start putting social media content out there, no matter what platform that it's on. So you can keep chasing leads every single day, or you could build a presence on social media, a branding like no other that attracts them to you. If this is something that you want to do, if this is something you're interested in, and if you want to see what it would look like to partner with me over at EXP with the Wolfpack, go in the description below, book that 30-minute hassle-free, no sales pitch Zoom call with me. I will get to know you. We'll talk about your business a little bit. I'll explain what I'm doing and how I'm growing my business at measures that I was not able to do with just cold calling on a day-to-day basis. But we'll go through all of it. We'll see if it's the right fit for you. And if not, no hard feelings. I'm still going to get you set up and put you on the right path to start building that social media presence. If that's something you're interested in, book that Zoom call with me. And on your way out, don't forget to click subscribe, turn notifications on so you can stay up to date on future videos I got coming your way.